Folks, hey, it's Commander Curtis again. Tales from the Sales Dojo number 4. This guy, nothing wrong with double dipping, and it's brought to you by the guy who says, I've made good money from add ons. So I just want to talk about a real quick subject, and this is in the setting of a sales environment. This guy brings a question to the Sales Dojo. How do I handle this objection? And the objection is something along the lines of I don't have a year's worth of data, so I don't, I'd like to wait so that I could figure out how much electricity that I'm using and what my power bills are. And right, so this guy brings to the sales dojo the question, how do I handle this objection? And that's a pretty valid point, right? Because you don't exactly have to wait like a whole year to get all of your electricity usage. There's some calculators, some estimators that you could probably go with. Um, but there's some other things that are maybe not quite as above board that the guys in there want to talk about. So this particular guy says, well, you just tell them that they need to hurry up and install whatever now and they can upgrade later, and then says, I've made plenty of good money on those upgrades. So I think it's valid, a thought process of, hey, I can get a pretty good estimate, and then I can build a system that has the room to expand if I need to. For instance, maybe you know what your 12-year usage is, but you don't know what your usage would be if you added an electric vehicle. And so you know that later on you want to add an electric vehicle, but maybe not right now. Maybe you want to do that later. I don't think that that would necessarily be a good idea to wait later because we don't know what's going to happen with the tax credits. So might as well just, I mean, if you can afford it and it makes monetary sense to get it all done now, but maybe it does make sense to just get what you need right now. And then, hey, in 2 or 3 or 5 years, when the car that I have right now needs to be replaced and I get an electric vehicle or a plug in hybrid that I intend on charging with the solar on the home, the system is designed in a way that you can add that capacity later relatively easy. That's all reasonable thoughts, right? But pretty interesting. Go click on the link, read the email, and see the story about the solar pros and the solar sales bros battling it out in the sales dojo. Guys, thanks for sticking with me. Oh, heading to SolarCon. So I don't know if now, well, none of these guys watching the video would be on it, but I'll come back and we'll have some good information from SolarCon. All right, guys, 2023. Bye.